There once was a man named James who lived in a small, close-knit village. James was known for his charm and eloquent way with words. He could persuade anyone to do almost anything. And he had a peculiar habit. He borrowed money from nearly everyone in the village, promising to repay it soon, but he never did. At first, people were sympathetic. James always had a compelling story: a sick relative, an urgent investment opportunity, or a sudden emergency. His promises seemed genuine, and his confident demeanor reassured his lenders. But as weeks turned into months, and months into years, the villagers began to notice a pattern. James would borrow money, avoid any talk of repayment, and then approach someone else with a new tale of urgency. Eventually, almost everyone in the village had fallen victim to James's smooth-talking ways. One day, the villagers gathered to discuss the matter. "He owes me for a plough I lent him 3 years ago," said the blacksmith. "And me for my last harvest," added the farmer. "And I gave him money for his daughter's wedding," muttered the baker. It turned out James owed every single person in the village something. The townsfolk decided it was time to confront him. When they approached James, he didn't deny his debts. Instead, he smiled and said, "You're all right. I do owe each of you, and I deeply appreciate the trust you've placed in me. But think of it this way. If I paid back everyone, none of you would have anything to talk about. I've brought this village together in a way no one else ever has." The villagers were stunned by his audacity. After a long silence, the mayor spoke up. "James, you have indeed united us, but not in the way you think. Until you repay every penny, none of us will lend you another coin, nor will we trade or deal with you." James's charm could no longer save him. Cut off from the community, he finally realized the gravity of his actions. Slowly but surely, he began working tirelessly to repay his debts. Though it took years, he eventually earned back the trust of his neighbors, not through words, but through action. The story of James became a lesson for the village, a reminder that trust, once broken, takes much effort to rebuild. And for James, it was a lifelong reminder of the importance of keeping one's promises.